Alright, let's see now if this is working. Oh, I think we're live now. Yep. For some reason, the YouTube live was not opening, but yeah, apparently it's working now. That's good. Alright, let me open the second live. Okay. It looks good. It looks good. Let me yeah, let me just do some stuff here. Yeah, we're almost starting the tutorial. I'm just finishing some stuff here. Alright, let's get back to the tutorial. Let's watch more of it because we have like 3 hours of tutorial left. I don't know if I'll watch everything. It's pretty interesting. It has a lot of details, but I don't know if I'll be finishing it. I really want to apply the things into practice though. Uh, I have a project, I believe. Yeah, I have this first project here. Let me open this one. Look how fast it is to start now. I think just the first time that takes long to load, but now it's pretty fast, I believe. So yeah, walking seems pretty straightforward. Navigation, we can increase the speed, and we can move faster. We can go up and down. Basic movement. Yeah, I still want to start adding stuff to this. But I think that, yeah, we should have a project in mind when adding stuff. So I still want to watch more of the tutorial and then I'll go back and try to do some stuff here. Yeah, I just gotta finish some stuff here first and then we could start working on it. Okay, so yeah, let's start watching the
Of course,
tutorial.
it could get even more complicated because the lighting is an entire art form by itself. But hopefully you do have a good
Yeah, let me decrease the music volume a little bit, and then
foundation to learn more. Now we're going to go over landscapes. So landscapes in Unreal are pretty important because odds are you will always be seeing a landscape or your character is on top of a landscape. So in this section, we're going to go over how we can create a landscape, sculpt it, and finally at the end, go over how to add foliage. To demonstrate how to make landscapes, let's create an entirely new map. So press Control Space and let's go into My Stuff. And right here, let's create a brand new folder called Maps, which will hold all of our maps. So I'm gonna select both my map and my build data and drag it into Maps, let go, and move here. So let's jump into there and right click, create a brand new level. So by right clicking and creating a level, instead of coming up to File and New, we don't get access to the templates, which is fine. I do want to create a brand new level completely from scratch. So let's call this one Landscape Example and jump in. So let's save everything. The reason why we're starting from a blank level is because I want to show how to light an outdoor environment from scratch. Okay, to begin, let's create a landscape. To create a landscape, you need to go into landscape editing mode. To do so, come up to select mode and then select landscape. Finally, we're going to go over what some of these modes do. So you can press landscape, or the shortcut is Shift and 2. So throughout this tutorial, so far we've been...
Yeah, I think this is a tutorial that's worth, following through. So I'll click here, content. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of level we have. Yeah, I have this landscape. I mean, if we hide, we don't see it. This is all the things that we have. Untitled, type world. Yeah, I think I want to add an extra level here. Site content. Let me add a new folder here. How to add a folder? Oh, it's here, new folder. Okay, so I call this levels, and then inside this, I want to create a new level, and for this, I will call it landscape tutorial. Just following the tutorial, So let me double click this. Landscape tutorial, save selected. Okay, so open, we can close. I think it's Ctrl space, right? Yeah, Ctrl space to open and close the content drawer. We need to get used to this shortcuts because in the future it would save up so much time, when I'm working with the Unreal Engine. So let's go. Control space. Yeah, he's mentioning adding a landscape, so I believe it will appear here in the outliner. Let me click. This is the add, I believe. Yeah, we have here actors, and then we have. But where is the landscape? Basic character lights. Yeah, let me see it again.
Or finally, we're going to go opening mode. To begin, let's create a landscape. To create a landscape, you need to go into landscape editing mode. To do so,
oh, okay, mode. It's a mode of editing. Okay, so here landscape, and then there are shaders. Yeah, here we don't see anything. I mean, oh, yeah. Look at this. It's completely empty, and I think that I'm moving too fast. Let me decrease the speed here. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, now it's much better. It's not that fast. Oh, and I think there is a way to increase the speed. Look at this. Oh, we can increase and decrease the speed like easily, you know? Okay, this is good. This is very good. Yeah, so yeah, let's get back here.
Finally, we're going to go over what some of these modes do. So you can press landscape, or the shortcut is Shift and 2. So throughout this tutorial, so far we've been in select with the shortcut Shift and 1. Now we're going to go into Shift and 2 to edit our landscape. We don't have a landscape, so Unreal's going to ask us if we want to create a landscape.
Yeah, I think it's Shift and 2. Shift 1, Shift 2. But I think that Shift 2 landscape mode. Oh, yeah, it's to enable. Okay. So Shift 1 is the default, and then Shift 2 is the landscape mode.
We see that we get a bunch of different settings that we can pick from. Generally, I don't play with these settings, I just leave it as default. But if you are going to play with those settings, I recommend you use the templates provided to you from the Unreal documentation. Type in Unreal Docs, and then type in Landscape Technical Guide. So if you are going to change any of these settings, I recommend you use the presets. For now, I'm going to use the default settings and press create. Okay, great, now we have a landscape, but before we start editing our landscape, it's best to light our scene so we know it.
Alright, let me create. Oh. Alright, interesting. It's totally black.
Exactly what is happening. First off, let's add in a directional light. So add light, directional light.
Oh yeah, it's black because we don't have any source of lighting. Directional light. Okay. Now it's a little bit better. Here is the directional lighting. I can't move this.
Simply drag that in. We can leave all the settings. So add light, directional light. Simply drag that in. We can leave all the settings.
How can I select this and move? I need to learn those kind of stuff. Okay, maybe on selection. Oh, okay. I can do it on selection. This is good. Yeah, but I think this is fine. Let me Shift 2 and then go back to the landscape mode.
The default, except I'm going to set to movable since I want to use completely dynamic lighting to help us know the direction of.
Okay, I need to set this
the light and how the since then we can directional light. So add light, directional light. Simply drag that in. We can leave all.
Oh, okay. So he went back to select mode, I think, selected, and then he on the configuration here. Let me. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to see. Let me increase here. I think this is fine. So he went here and searched for the. Yeah, where is this like movable stuff? Oh, here. Movable, static. Okay. Mobility. It's good. It's good. Yeah, just this and stuff here. Let me see the. Let me open here the stream chat. Oh, how can I subscribe to your channel? Yeah, I don't know, bro. This is the problem. I think that maybe maybe I need to configure, or maybe it's not possible. Let me search this. My good friend David. Nice to have you here, partner. Um, yeah. Yeah, how to get sub button on Twitch. Okay, maybe we need to enable it? I don't know, bro. Oh, we need to join this affiliate program. Yeah, but in order to join the affiliate program, we need to have like a certain amount of numbers. I'm checking here, and yeah, it's not that easy, bro. We need to reach 50 followers. It's streamed for 8 hours, and on 7 different days, an average of 3 viewers. Yeah, it is not that easy. So I still need to do some stuff before starting to get money. That's sad. Yeah, man, but yeah, thanks for supporting. Maybe if we reach like 50, yeah, the most difficult part is reaching 50 followers, I believe. But yeah, that's sad. Anyways, let's go back to the tutorial.
All the settings at default, except I'm going to set to movable since I want to use completely dynamic lighting. To help us know the direction of the light and how the shadows will look like, I'm going to add in a cube temporarily to help us when we're light.
Alright, let me add this cube here. Shape. Let me add a cylinder. Oh, I think it's too fast. Let me decrease the speed here. Alright. Now let me... I learned a new shortcut here too. Oh. It worked. It should move like to the bottom. If we press end in the keyboard, we move the object to the next object. Since we just have the floor, we move to the floor. It's very useful. Now let me move this directional light here. What's weird is that we don't see the shadow moving here, and I don't know why, because it's select to movable, so it was supposed to be dynamic. Oh, maybe. No. This is so weird. Look how far it moved. I thought it was moving like just a little bit, but look at how weird this is, bro. It's under now. How could I bring this back. Oh gosh, let me set this to default. Bro, this program is so difficult to use. I need to get used to this. Oh, here we have it. All right. Okay, this is it. This is perfect. Let's
in our scene, just like that. Now, obviously, we don't want an endless black void. We want a sky, so come up to Create, Visual Effects, and select the sky and atmosphere to drag it in, and automatically it's working if I hold down Control and L.
all right. Let's add the sky atmosphere so it's on. Sky atmosphere. Visual effects, sky atmosphere. Okay, let me bring this in. It's fine here, I believe.
As a shortcut to rotate my sun in, and automatically it's working if I hold down Control and L. As a shortcut to
Okay, Control and L is the shortcut for rotating this. I think that what is the button we use? I want to learn the buttons because sometimes, you know, Control and L. Oh. Yeah, it was not Control that I pressed. Okay. Alright. Control L to rotate. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's this rotate. With this rotation, maybe we could control. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, let's press Control L. Control L. Oh. Then we can control where the sun. Look at the sun. That's pretty nice, huh? Alright, let me put it there. Looks good.
rotate my sun. Notice that the sky updates in real time. So as I lower my sun, the sky changes colors to represent a morning time or a dusk time, and I can raise it up to get a more bluish sky, which is pretty amazing that Unreal automatically updates your sky depending on your sun's angle. Now there are two issues. We still have a black void in the lower half of our world, and zooming in on the shadow, it's pretty dark. We're getting a little bit of global illumination and bounce lighting from our sun, but we need lighting from our sky as a whole. So to fix that, come up to Add, Lights, and drag in a skylight. Now it's recommended for skylights that under real-time capture, make sure it's turned on if you are going to use a skylight with the sky and atmosphere. And also, while we're at it, set it to movable since we're only using lumen lighting.
Alright, so it's the skylight, and we need to select the real-time capture and set it to movable. Okay, lots of stuff. Let's add visual effects, highlighting. Oh, it's light. Skylight. It's real-time capture and it's movable. And we can configure this, or I don't know. What happens if I press Control L? Oh, look at this. Yeah, we can configure. It's the same thing. Yeah, I believe it's the same thing. Look at the sun. Yeah, that's nice. That's great.
Also, let's go fix our black void by adding in some fog to cover that. So come into visual effects and exponential high fog, simply drag it out like this. And we can control where the exponential high fog starts by moving the widget. So if we move it up, we get more fog, and if I move it down, we get less fog. So hopefully you can see what's happening. For now, I'm gonna leave it in the middle right here. It's happening. So if we move roll and exponential high by adding in some fog to cover that. So come into visual effects and exponential high fog, simply drag.
Exponential high fog. This is to eliminate this black void that we have here. So with visual effects, exponential high fog. We can move it down, move it up. Let's put it there.
Drag it out like this. And we can control where the exponential high fog starts by moving the widget. So if I move it up, we get more fog, and if I move it down, we get less fog. So hopefully you can see what's happening. For now, I'm gonna leave it in the middle right here. And with that, a directional light, sky and atmosphere, skylight, and fog is pretty much how you light 90% of open world scenes in Unreal Engine 5. It is literally that easy. And what's amazing is that all these objects interact with each other successfully. So I can move my sun around, lower it, create a really dark area, lower it to the point where it's night, and then raise it. Slowly the sun comes above the fog and starts to illuminate our world. So it's completely real-time, time of day lighting. Now that we set the lighting, we're able to see any edits we make to our landscape. So let's finally go over the landscape editing mode. And to do so, I need to come up to my mode selector and select landscape from select, or I can press Shift and 2 as the shortcut. So by default, it's going to give us this brush right here. And as you could probably guess, hold down the left mouse button, I'm able to sculpt and raise the terrain. So left mouse button is to raise the terrain. If I hold down Shift and left mouse button, then I lower the terrain. And by default, we are using the basic sculpt brush. I can even increase the tool strength. So right now it's at 0.3. Of course, if I bring it up to 1, then our sculpts will be a lot more intense. Even holding down Shift, I can really lower the landscape's terrain. If I want to, I can control the fall off of this brush with the brush fall off. So bringing it to 0 will mean there is no fall off.
Yeah, so it's Shift 2. And then we can control the landscape. Let's go up. Yeah, let me brush size. Let me decrease. Nice. Look at this. We have a mountain here. This is pretty cool. Huh? Alright, let me undo everything. If I press Shift, it's the yeah, it's inverted, so we're creating like a hole here. Look at this. It's so nice. Okay, this sounds good. Alright, how to... Yeah. Unreal Engine. Control Z. What is the redo shortcut? Oh, it's Control Y. It's not working, guys. Oh. Yeah, I fucked up with the undo redo because I did this. Okay, let me add yeah, let me add explanation high. Okay, I think this is the only thing missing. Let me go back to the normal mode, the selection mode. Let me put this right here. Yeah, this looks good.
So I get some insanely harsh sculpts happening, or I can bring it all the way up to 1, which makes the fall off non-existent, giving us the smoothest brush as possible for really faint changes to our landscape. Now, a shortcut to increasing the brush size is to use the right bracket key on my keyboard. So right bracket key will increase my brush size. And left bracket key will decrease it. Very similar to Photoshop shortcut.
Alright, yeah, for the brush. Oh yeah, we have the shortcut for increasing, decreasing. This is nice.
So that's the basics of the sculpt brush. As a reminder, if you ever want to get back the default values of any property in Unreal Engine, go to that property and select the arrow right next to it to reset it back to its default value. Now let's go over the smoothing brush. And as you can guess, if you have some really harsh landscapes and you want to be smoother, like right here, it was really harsh since our fall off was non-existent. Using the smooth brush, I can smooth away those bumps in the landscape. So pretty great. And the next brush after that is the flatten brush. So flatten brush is great for terracing, or maybe you're creating a game, for example, and let's say right here you need a flat area for your gameplay. Well, to get a flat area, of course, we need to use the flatten brush, which will just flatten our landscape. It's also great for creating terraces. So if I start my flatten brush off right here, notice how we have a higher terrace and a lower one, and right below that, another one. So we're very quickly able to create some complicated landscapes with just these 3 brushes. And these 3 brushes are the main brushes. Generally, I don't really touch any of the other brushes, except for very specific circumstances, which we aren't going to be going over in this video. Now, that's how you sculpt a landscape, but how do I paint a landscape? Since right now we're using Unreal's default material, of course landscapes in real life are not made out of squares, and instead they're made up of grass, dirt, sand, rocks, and pretty much anything you would expect outside. Now I'm going to briefly go over how to create a very basic landscape material. Create the material under My Stuff, and call this one M_landscape. Double click to open it up. And I'm going to dock it up here so I can switch in between my level and landscape. Now the difference between a normal material and a landscape material is one node, and that is landscape layer blend. So select it, and here we have the layer blend. Notice how we don't have any inputs. That's because we need to specify inputs in the details panel right here. So the inputs are essentially going to be layers. So you can have a grass layer, a dirt layer, a sand layer, and then within your landscape editing mode, we'll be able to paint on those individual layers on our landscape. So to add in a layer, select your layer blend, and under layers, click on the add button, and make sure you click on the triangles to see the drop down. Now for the first layer, call this one grass, and the second layer, call this one dirt. Now this is just for demonstration, so it's not going to look very good. But to get the point across, let's go find a grass texture and a dirt texture under starter content, textures, and I'm going to use t_ground. Also for dirt, looks like we don't have a dirt, so I'm just going to use the metal rust texture because that does look like dirt and it will get the point across. So drag in metal rust as our dirt. Now hook up grass right there and dirt, and I'll put these into base color, and let's press apply. Save everything, jump back into landscape examples, and now to apply the landscape material to our landscape, we can't just drag our material onto the landscape like that. Instead, in the details panel, scroll down and get landscape material and drag on the landscape material to the slot right there and let go. But we get a really weird black texture since we need to specify where these layers are. Right now, Unreal isn't picking any layers, so it's just defaulting to black. Hop back into your landscape mode by pressing Shift and 2, and within Paint, we have our layers. So we need to create our layers and store them somewhere within our content drawer. So to create a layer, click on the Add button, and you want to select Weight Blended Layer Normal. So select that. It's going to ask us to create a new landscape layer info, and it's going to automatically create a new folder for us where our map is located, called our map name and shared assets. Now we could also create a new folder by right clicking and going new folder, or we could pretty much save this anywhere else in our project, but I'm just going to leave it as default value and also leave it as the default name it's generating, which is grass_layer info.
Yeah, so apparently here, yeah, I think that the most important part is like from this to this here, where we have like explanation about megascans, foliage, and then nanite, and then how to create a game like with basic blueprint stuff. But then it's the castle, building the castle, and then at this part, I believe that it's just building the project. What I'm thinking is maybe we could follow the other tutorial here, to build some other stuff, you know, for today. I don't know. Yeah, because probably I won't be able to finish all of this stuff today, and I'm really interested at building other kinds of projects. You know, this castle here will probably take a lot of time.
Click save. Now we have our layer right there, and we can see our grass has been applied to our landscape. Let's do the same thing for dirt by clicking on the plus button and going weight blended layer normal. Select that, and for dirt underscore layer, also click on save at the same location. So now we have 2 layers.
Alright, so I'll just ignore this for now, okay? What I want you to do, let's find a nice tutorial here. Already subscribe to this channel. This channel looks very good. Let's find a beginner tutorial. Yeah, I found a pretty interesting one. Yeah, let me see here. I found a pretty interesting tutorial that I want you to follow through. Not this one. Yeah, I think those recent ones are the better, right? Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah, beginner tutorial 6 months ago. We have this one and we have this other one. But I think this one looks better. Let's see.
Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we're going to learn that how we create this nice beach environment scene inside Unreal Engine 5.6. So first take a look what we are going to create today.
Yeah, look, the graphics looks real nice. Imagine having a game with these graphics. You know, this for me already is perfect. Let's like this. Alright, let's jump to the tutorial. It's really beautiful. Look at the quality of the vegetation here. Look at this sunset.
Games option here. So I launch my Unreal Engine from here. Then
Alright, let's start from scratch. Okay, so let me exit this. Let's save. Let me open the Unreal Engine again. And here we will create a new project. Maybe I will remove this first project, you know? Let me, my projects, this one, let me display it, let me go back one level, let me delete this. Yeah, we can remove. Now if I check for projects, it's empty. Let's create a new one. It's games, and then I believe it
choose
will
this games option here, and
be
also
blank.
choose this third-person
Right.
template. And here I name my project as tutorial.
Oh, it's third person. Interesting. Third person. Blueprint.
And hit create. And once it open, first we're going to create our new level. So we go to the file.
Okay, so here I will rename this. We'll call this beach tutorial. Okay, it's third person. Let's create. Yeah, so look, this is it's ready, you know. This is. Let me create you play here. Let's see how this looks like. Look, pretty interesting, huh? We have some walk movements. We have jump. It's so interesting. Yeah, the jump have a height limit. It's weird because the character running, the movements are not that smooth. We probably could improve this a lot. Yeah, but anyways, let's yeah, let me. Oh, okay, we are out.
Then we go to this new level and just click, and here we going to select, go to the file, then we go to this new level and just click, and here we're going to select this preset called this empty level, just click.
Alright, let's create. So we have file, we have the option to create a new level here, and we create we click to create an empty level. So let's create. Okay,
And
let's
then we
see.
click create. So this is our empty level, and here first we're going to create our lighting setup. So for
Wait, what happened?
this we go to the window.
Oh, it
Here,
just
first we're
froze
going to-
out of nowhere.
and then we click create. So this is our empty level, and here first we're going to create our lighting setup. So for this we go to the window, then we go to this environment light mixer, and we click on this create skylight,
Oh, yeah.
then we
So this is a faster way to create what the other guy was creating, because he was creating all of this setup of like
go to this
skylight
environment light
and
mixer,
so yeah, it's window and light mixer. Yeah, so here we have the option to create it directly. So this is better. You know, you can create the skylight and configure the directional light, configures atmosphere, configure, and also another one here, that volumetric cloud. So this is a better option.
and we click on this create skylight, create directional light, create sky atmosphere, create volumetric cloud, and create height fog.
Okay, so we basically click to create everything. So skylight, directional, atmosphere, fog, and high fog. So look at this. It already gave us like, it built everything, the sky, the lighting, and all the stuff. This is pretty awesome. But then how we configure all of this stuff? Directional, skylight, atmosphere. Okay, pretty simple. Let's see.
Then we go down here and enable the volumetric fog from here. Just click over here.
Okay, for exponential, yeah, let's wait for him to do more stuff. So we enable the volumetric fog.
Then we close this window, and then we're going to create our landscape. So we go to the selection mode button here, click on this landscape, and we don't need to change anything here. Just
Okay, so shift 2, I already know the shortcut. We go to the landscape mode,
click on this create. So this is our landscape.
and let's create the landscape. Good. Pretty good. We already have everything here. The directional light, things that we created, it's at the same place.
Then we go back to our selection mode. So we go to this option here, and click on this selection. Okay, and now we're going to create our ocean. So for the ocean, we need to enable a plugin called water body. So we go to the edit, then we click on this plugins, and in the search bar we type for water, and here you can find this water plugin. Just click over here.
Okay, so we have a plugin for water. So wait, let me undo this. Okay, let's go back, Shift 1, then we go to Tools, I think it's Tools, no. File, what is the option?
And
oh, I just found it. Yeah, it's Edit, Plugins, and then we can search for water, and then we click here, it's an experimental version, okay. Yeah, it's Century
so click on this
Restore.
yes. Then also click on this water extras. Click
Okay, water extras. Okay.
on this yes, and also click on this water advanced. Just click here and yes.
Water advanced.
And then in order to effect those plugins, we have to restart our engine. So just click on this restart now button here. Just click. And also we have to save our progresses. Just click on this save selected, and also we're going to name our level. So we name our level as tutorial level, and then just click on this save.
Yeah, let's call it beach.
And after restart, you will find this warning window. So just go to the end of this line and just click on this add entry to default engine INI. Just click over here and it will fix.
Oh, here's a window. This guy is an expert. Add entry to default engine. Alright, clicked. I think it's
Then we're
fine.
going to close this window. And also we
Yeah.
close our plugin bar from here.
Grandes ideias
Okay,
podem
we got
surgir
an
em qualquer
ad.
lugar. Com o
We don't
Wix,
have
você descobre até
YouTube
onde
Pro
elas podem
yet.
chegar. Coloque suas ideias em prática com a IA e veja elas se transformarem em um site.
And then we're going to open our level. So here is our level called this tutorial level.
Okay, let's come to space. Let's open the beach level. Enter space here.
Just double click to open this level.
Close.
And now we're going to apply our ocean over here. So in order to apply the ocean, we go to this box option here and click on this place actor panel. And here in the search bar, we type for water, and here you will find all these water bodies. So we're going to use this water body ocean. Just click and drag it over here, just like that. And just click on this complete. Then we're going to close this bar. So we click over here and then we close this bar from here. And now if we move our camera, you can see this is our water body here. So this is our landscape and this is our water body. So as you can see that inside this box, the water look nice. So we're going to move our landscape over here so we can get more of this nice water here. So we select this spline point here and just drag it over here like this. And also do the same for this spline point here. Okay, and now if we come over here, you can see this is our ocean and this is the beach. And in order to know the actual size, we're going to put a mannequin over here so we can understand the actual size. So we go to this characters folder from here, double click to open this mannequins folder, go to the mesh, and from here we're going to apply a mannequin over here. So just click and drag it over here. So now you can understand the actual size. So if we come over here, you can see that this area is really big here. Okay, so as you can see that this is our ocean, and one thing is clear that our ocean is not look right. So we're going to change some settings to make.
Okay, yeah, so this is a lot of stuff. Let's work on it. So we basically we need to add, we need this place actors panel because we installed the plugin and now we have this shape, is that shape, VFX, oh, volumes, geometry, VFX. Okay, my memory
Right,
is
clear.
terrible. What is where
Nice.
it
This is
is?
our then we're going to close just so we're going to in the search bar we type for water and here you will find
Oh,
all this water.
okay, we need to search for it. Okay, so it's water. And then water, body, ocean. It's the one we need to complete. Okay, so now, oh, look at this. Okay, we have the water now. Look at this. It's so awesome. We have a water simulation here happening. And then we have this right here. Okay, I quite don't understand what he did after. Yeah, so let me try to understand here what he did.
Bodies. So we're going to use this water body ocean. Just click and drag it over here just like that and just click on this complete. Then we're going to close this bar. So we click over here and then we close this bar from here. And now if we move our camera, you can see this is our water body here. So this is our landscape and this is our water body. So as you can see that inside this box the water look nice. So we're going to move our landscape over here so we can get more of this nice water here. So we select this spline point here and just drag it over here like this, and also do the same for this spline point here. Okay, and now if we come over here, you can see this is our ocean and this is okay. And now if we come over here, Okay, and now if we come over here, you can see this is our ocean and this is the beach. And in order to know the actual size, we're going to put a mannequin over here so we can understand the actual size. Go to the mesh, and from here we're going to apply a mannequin over here. So just click and drag it over here. Here. So now you can understand the actual size. So if we come over here, you can see that this area is really big here. Okay, so as you can see that this is our ocean, and one thing is clear that our ocean is not look right. So we're going to change some settings to make it right. So we select our water plane here, then we go to its details panel, then we go down, and here from you can get this wave source option. Just expand this, and also we expand this water wave asset. Just expand this one, and here you can find this asset. Just double click to open. So here is the asset. We expand this one, and also expand these waves, and also expand this one, and here is all these options. And first you go to this default option here, just expand this, and here you will find this option called this number of waves, and the default value is 16. We're going to decrease the value to 2 here. Then we go to this wavelength option and expand this, and we're going to increase the minimum wavelength value to around maybe 1700.
Meu trabalho é fácil porque eu uso o ClickUp. É assim que eu acompanho todas as minhas tarefas. Eu começo.
And then we go to this max wavelength, and we decrease the value around 2100. Then we go to this wavelength fall off, and we increase the value to 35 here. Then we go to this amplitude option, expand this, and first we go to this minimum amplitude, and we increase the value to 5 here, and go to this maximum amplitude, we decrease the value to 10. So in that way we can get this kind of nice subtle waves here. And also we go to this amplitude fall off, and we increase the value to 30 here. And then we go to these directions, and this is depends on you that which angle fits on you. So if we come over here, and then we're going to change the direction here. So I think this look nice here. Okay, so if we change our directional light position, so we press Control and A. Okay, slow. And just expand, and also asset. So double click to open. So here is the asset. We expand here and hit length option and expand this, and we're going to increase the minimum wavelength value to around maybe 1700, and then we go to this max wavelength, and we decrease the value around 2100. Then we go to this wavelength fall off and we increase the value to 35 here. Then we go to this amplitude option, expand this, and first we go to this minimum amplitude and we increase the value to 5 here. And go to this maximum amplitude, we decrease the value to 10. So in that way, we can get this kind of nice subtle waves here. And also we go to this amplitude fall off and we increase the value to 30 here. And then we go to these directions, and this is depends on you that which angle fits on you. So if we come over here, and then we're going to change the direction here. So I think this look nice here. Okay, so if we change our directional light position, so we press Ctrl and L, and then we move our light from here. You can see this is how our ocean look like now. And from here, so we press Ctrl and L, and then we move our light from here. You can see this is how our ocean look like now. And also we're going to change our water color. So we save these settings, and then we also close close this window. Then again we select our water plane here. This window change our, you can see Control and L, and then and then we also close this window. Then again we select and then we move our light from here, here. So I think this look nice here. Okay, so if we change our directional light position, so we press Ctrl and L, and then we move our light from here. So we press Ctrl and L, and then we move our light.
Oh, I didn't notice my microphone was turned off. I just noticed now. Oh no. But anyways, we're just following the tutorial, so yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, but something that I really don't understand right now, I'm trying to use this thing here to remove the sun, and for some reason it's not updating. Maybe I need to, yeah, it's set to movable. Skylight, real-time capture. Yeah, for some reason we are not able to update. Okay, so Control L. Look at this. We're not updating. Maybe no. This is another reason. Okay, so something here is wrong.
Here.
Let me see. Unreal Engine Control L dot moving center. Yeah, let me check here. So it's movable. Can I change the rotation? Oh, okay. Alright, so we are able to change it. Yeah, but why is not working with Control L, you know? Yeah, but we can at least we could change it here. Yeah, it's not locked.
You can see this is how our ocean look like now. And also we're going to change our water color. So we save these settings and then we also close this window. Then again we select our water plane here. Then we go to its details panel and we go down. And here you can find this water material. So just double click to open this material. And here you can find all these options here. So first we go to this option called this global static switch parameter values. Just expand this and here from you can get this caustics option. So we're going to activate this option by clicking here and also enable this from here. And then also we go down here and we open this option called this global vector parameter values. Just expand this and here from you can change our water color. So we go to the absorption tab and activate this option here. Then we click on this color wheel here and here from you can change the water color. So if we choose this color here and click OK, and you can get this kind of neutral water color here. So if you not like this one, you can also change the value from here. So maybe we can make this kind of little bit of bluish color here. Just click OK. Or maybe make it little bit more blue here.
Imagine poder criar o que quiser, só com o poder da imaginação. Conheça a Base 44, uma plataforma completa de criação com IA. Feita para qualquer pessoa com uma ideia e vontade de fazer acontecer. Você descreve o que quer e vê sua ideia tomar forma. Planeje.
And then click OK. So in that way, we get this kind of nice blue water here.
Alright, so let's follow here. Let's create on the body ocean. Let's go below to the material. Water material, it's this one. Here, we should go to static switch. Let's enable the caustics. And on, I think it's vector absorption, then we can change this to something like this, maybe. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, honestly. But I think this is fine.
And then
Yeah.
finally we go to this option called this.
Wait, do you have anything else besides
This
caustics?
option, and then also here, and also enable this.
Oh, yeah, it's two options, this and this one. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this looks good. Look at the shadow, how long this is.
From here, and then also we go down here and we open this option called this global vector parameter values. Just expand this, and here from you can change our water color. So we go to the absorption tab and activate this option here. Then we click on this color wheel here, and here from you can change the water color. So if we choose this color here and click OK, and you can get this kind of neutral water color here. So if you not like this one, you can also change. Just click OK. That way we get this kind of nice blue water here. And then finally we go to this option called this water shading. Just expand this. Then we go to this anisotropy, activate this option, and we increase the value to 0.9 here. So in that way our water look something like this. So you can see that our water look nice here. So water look something like this. So you can see that our water look nice here. So when you're satisfied with these settings, just save all these settings from here. Then we close this window. Okay, and now we're going to put a material over our landscape here. So for the material, I'm going to download a material from Fab. So I go to the window and click on this Fab here. From Fab, our landscape here. So for the material, I'm going to download a material from Fab. So I go to the window and now settings from here. So when you're satisfied with these settings, just save all these settings from here. Then we close this window. Okay, and now we're going to put a material over our landscape here. So for the material, I'm going to download a material from Fab. So I go to the window and click on this Fab here, and I'm going to use the Quixel library asset. So I'm going to open any asset from Quixel and just click over here. Then I go to the search bar and type for rocky sand material and hit enter. And as you can see that it's not showing all the results. So we come over here and just enable this one, which is called this include 3D compatible formats. And here from we can download this material called this rocky sand. Just click, and we're going to use the highest quality. So I go to this drop down menu and click on this high quality.
Right, so we're gonna click add, we're gonna go to Fab. We need to find something from Quixel. Let's search for it. Okay. Yeah, we need something free, bro.
Quality, results, the library, go to the window and click on this Fab here. And I'm going to use the Quixel library asset. So I'm going to open any asset from Quixel and just click over here.
Yeah, so it's window, Fab.
Then I go to this search.
So
search bar and type for rocky sand material and hit enter. And as you You can see that it not showing all the
Okay, it's free.
results. So we come over here and just enable this one, which is called this include 3D compatible format. And here from we can download this material called this rocky sand. Just click, and we're going to use the highest quality.
Yeah, let's go to high quality.
So I go to this drop down menu and click on this high quality, and then just click on this add to project. And after download, you can find this asset inside this fab folder here. So if you go to this fab, then we go to, you can find this asset, and then just click on fab folder to project. And after download, you can find this asset inside this fab folder here. So if you go to this fab, then we go to this Megascan folder and also go to this surfaces folder, and here from you can get the asset. Just double click to open, then you go to the high folder here and also open this one, and we open this materials folder here. So here is the material, and now we're going to apply this material over our landscape. So we select our landscape from here, then we go to its details panel here, then we go down, and here we find this option called this landscape material slot. Just drag this material over here.
Okay. Yeah, apparently it's easy. So control, we have the material here. So we just need to go to the landscape. Wait, how I'll do this? Okay, I need to have this content drawer here, like doc and layout. Oh, nice. This is perfect. So now let's go to the the material for the landscape. But where can I find this?
Material. We select our landscape from here.
Information. Yeah, it is supposed to be here. Default landscape, default physics, material. Okay, so I believe it's this one. Oh no, it's this one, landscape material. Okay. Let's apply. Oh. Okay, it's apply, but look at this. It has this appearance of, it's copy. Oh, and also I need to improve this island here because look at this. It's pretty bad. Yeah, so I need to, we have this point. How could I move this instead of rotate? Oh, here you have the options. Rotate, it's E, scale R. So let me move this right here. Okay, all good. Okay, so we have a bump here. And then we have, yeah, the only problem is that we have the wait, where is the other? Yeah, how could I select it? It's right there, But when I come closer, it disappears. Oh no, actually the other one it's right here. Okay, this looks fine, I believe.
Then we go to his details panel here. Then we go down, just drag this material over here. So in that way, you can apply the material over our landscape. But as you can see that this material looks very repetitive here. So we're going to decrease the size of tiling. So we open the material from here and we place our material over here. Then we go to his global, expand this, and then we activate this tiling option here and we decrease the value to maybe 0.2 here.
Oh, this is nice. Okay, so double click this, global tiling, 0.2. We press enter, and then we have, oh, yeah.
Maybe 0.2 look very big here. So maybe we can increase it to 0.3.
Transformei a foto do meu cachorro em uma tigela totalmente personalizada, utilizando inteligência artificial.
Okay, so 0.3 look nice here. Okay, so we save the settings here and close this window. Okay, so this is our landscape.
Alright, so look at what we have right now. Yeah, it makes sense, you know, look at the rock and how it compares to our character. And it's no more repetitive. At least not when you're close, but when you look from above, you know, still looks repetitive. Let me try to play it. Look at this, bros. Yeah, building games, it's pretty nice. You know, one day I will like have a fully functional game here, and it will be awesome. But right now we have a pretty simple thing.
But one thing you have noticed that this look nice from here, but when you go down here, you can see that it's look very flat here. So there is no tessellation here. So we going to apply the displacement by using the Nanite displacement here. So for this, first we're going to open the folder which hold this project file. And in order to navigate this project file folder very easily, we're going to open our launcher from here. Then we go to our project, which is called this tutorial here. Then right click on it and click on the show in folder. So here it is. Then we go to this config folder, just double click to open. Then we go to this file called this default engine, just double click to open. And here we're going to put in another command. So I will give the command for Nanite displacement in my description down below. So here it is. So this is the command for Nanite displacement. So we're going to copy this command from here. Just right click and copy. Then we're going to paste this command over here. So I come over here and then press enter to go to this next line, and here I paste the command share. Okay, so that's it. Then I go to the file and save this, and also close this. And then also we go to this Unreal Engine, and we have to restart our engine. So I close this from here and also save our progresses. After that, I'm going to reopen our project. Just double click to open, and after restart, we're going to reopen our level. So I go to this content folder and open our level. Then we're going to select our landscape and open this landscape material. So I go to this details panel, then we go down and we open our landscape material from here. Then we go to this parent, just open this parent material here. And here you can see that the displacement option is still not functional. So in order to make it functional, we go to select our material attributes, and maybe we can maximize the window here so we can see it properly. Then we go to details panel and we go down here. And here inside this nanite option, you will find this option called this enable tessellation. Just enable this one. So in that way, you can see that the displacement node is now functional here. Okay. Then we're going to save this. Just click on this apply and then we save this. Also close this window. And then finally, we're going to enable nanite for our landscape. So we select our landscape from here. Then we go to its details panel and we go down. And here you can find this option called this nanite. And inside this option, you will find this enable nanite. Just enable this one. And also click on this build data. Okay, so now you can see that the displacement is too high. So our landscape look like this. So in order to decrease the displacement amount, we again open our material. So we go up and here is the landscape material. Just double click to open this material. And also we're going to place our material parameters over here. Then we go down here and we go to this material property overrides. Just expand this. And here you can find this option called this displacement scaling. Just activate this option from here and expand this. And here you can find this option called this magnitude and center. So we're going to decrease the magnitude. So maybe we can put 0.2 here. So you can see that 0.2 is still very high. So we're going to put maybe 0.05. So 0.05 look really nice here. Or maybe we can also decrease it a little bit more. So maybe 0.02. But it is very less. So maybe we can put 0.04 here. So it's all depends on you that how much tessellation or displacement you want here. So I think this look nice here. Okay, so this is the real displacement. So if we change our directional light position, you can see that those create its own shadow here. So we save this settings and close this window. Okay, and now we're going to start designing our level. So for this, we're going to download some assets. So if I go to the window and open Fab, and I'm going to download this project file. So it's called this Darkruin Megascans. And if you add this project file into your library, then you close this Fab and open Epic Game Launcher. And after opening this Epic Game Launcher, go to the library. And in the search bar, we type for the asset. So here it is. See it here. To open this, we can copy all of these assets. They are actual project files, content list. This import here, well folder. Still we enable the asset that here. So I place it over here. So maybe we place it or move it freely. With it. So I use the same asset here. Now as change, you can also option or sun position here by pressing decrease by notice or sun position.
Yeah, apparently it's not that difficult, you know. It's really just some configurations. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff, you know, in order to build a game. And my main focus would be like to build a game that will work for both computer and mobile. So optimizing this for mobile will be so difficult, you know, but it will be like a nice challenge, you know. But I still need to figure out what I'll be building for my first game. So yeah, today I have to wrap this up. I got some other stuff to do right now. Um, Unfortunately, this week we did not complete any of the tutorials. We still need to complete this tutorial. We have lots of stuff here that I believe are very useful for us. Yeah, but unfortunately, this live stream will be ending here. Next week, probably we will get back to the portfolio project. And we also be studying some other stuff. But anyways, this game project is not over. We still need lots of stuff to complete it. We still need to learn Blender. So this is it for this live stream. Thanks everyone that joined. And I see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow we'll have probably, but yeah, we'll have tomorrow. So see ya.